Welcome to the session, students. Today we are discussing an important chapter and interesting subject. Okay, before I start, let me introduce myself. I am Praveen Kumar GY, lecturer in Vidyashram, Temple of Excellence. Now, my intentions are simple. I want to make the subject as simple as possible, and I want to make you thorough with the basics. As you know, if the foundation is strong, you can construct any number of stories. So if your foundation is strong, first floor, second floor, third floor, we can go on. So number of floors depends on the strength of the foundation. So that's why in today's class, I want to make you thorough with the concepts. So today I am here to deal with concept class for the chapter Mathematical Logic. So in second PUC basic maths, in the unit algebra, we have 6th chapter called Mathematical Logic. Today I am here to discuss the same. And tips for this chapter is simple. If you want to become thorough with the chapter, if you want to crack any questions related to this chapter, you should be thorough with the definitions and truth table. I am repeating. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ನ ನೀವು ಥರೋ ಆಗಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಎರಡೇ. ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸು, ಎರಡನೇದು ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ನ ಥರೋ ಆಗಿ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟಿಪ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ವಿ ಸೇ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಥರೋ ವಿತ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಮೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಯು become thorough with the definitions. So today I'll be dealing with the important definitions and truth tables. So name of the chapter is Mathematical Logic. Coming to the concepts, before I start, let me give a brief out what I am discussing. Means topics for today's session. So topics for today's session, first thing, I want to make you thorough with propositions. Then not a proposition, means I want to say, or if I want to give you, if I give you any statement, you should be able to decide whether it is a proposition or not. Then I want to discuss connectives, compound proposition, truth tables. So 5 concepts we are discussing: proposition, not a proposition, connectives, compound proposition, and truth table. So once you are thorough with these 5 topics, 80% of the chapter will become easy. What are the 5 important things we are discussing for today's class? What is a proposition? What is not a proposition? Connectives, compound proposition, and truth table. Coming to the point, the very first concept I am discussing is proposition. So now I'll discuss what is proposition. Now I told you topics for the session. In that 5 topics, in that first topic we are discussing is proposition. What is a proposition? This is the basic of the chapter. ನೀವು ಒಂದು ಸಲ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಥರೋ ಆದರೆ ಇಡೀ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಸುಲಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್, ಸೊ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as ಮ್ಯಾಥಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿಬೋದು. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್? ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. Proposition is a statement which is either true or false. A statement true ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ false ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. The statement should be either true or false, but not both. But not both. Please understand, when I tell a statement, you should be able to decide if it is true, whether it is true or false. Means if it is true, it should be universally true. For example, I'll tell 3 is an odd number. 3 is an odd number. All of you know it is true. So this statement, what I gave, the first example here, 3 is an odd number. That's true. So therefore, it's a proposition. I told you, if a statement is true, it is a proposition. And second example, 8 is divisible by 3. 8 is divisible by 3, all of you know it is false. 8 is not divisible by 3, therefore 8 is divisible by 3 is false. You know very well. But if it's false also, it is a proposition. Second example what I wrote is also proposition, but it's false statement. But what is meant by proposition? It should be a statement. It may be true or it may be false, but not both. You ask anybody, they'll tell it is false. A statement which is either true or false but not both is called as what? Proposition. Example, sun rises in the west. You know this is false. If it is false, again it is proposition. So likewise you can give many examples for proposition. So proposition means a statement which is either true or false but not both. I am stressing on this, but not both. What is this but not both? So that to understand, we'll go to the next concept, then you'll get the clarity about this. Now I hope all of you are thorough with the definition. What is proposition? A statement which is either true or false but not both. Any example you can give. I can tell 9 is a prime number. 9 is a prime number is a proposition, but it is false. I told false is also a proposition, true is also a proposition. Not only mathematical numbers you need to take, any statement. For example, I will tell Sachin Tendulkar is a world famous dancer. Sachin Tendulkar is a dancer. So all of you know, you are familiar, Sachin Tendulkar is a best cricket player. So therefore what I told is false, but it is a proposition. So proposition andre enu true agirbodu athwa false agirbodu. So mathematical proposition innondu hesrenu mathematical statement. What is proposition? A statement which is either true or false but not both. Examples, 3 is an odd number, it's a proposition. 8 is divisible by 3, it's a proposition, but it is false. The statement is false, but it is proposition. So the first statement what I wrote is proposition, second one is also proposition, third one is also proposition. Proposition means what? A statement which is either true or false but not both. Now we go ahead, we'll see what is not a proposition. What is not a proposition? Any statement cannot be called as proposition in maths. What is not a proposition means suggestions, opinions, questions. These are not propositions. I repeat, opinions, suggestions, questions, these are not propositions. They are not propositions. We can't call them as proposition. For example, so here I can also say statements which are not universally accepted as true or false. So example, mathematics is an interesting subject. For people like us, we'll agree, yes, mathematics is an interesting subject. You can see the expression, I'm happy because this is related to me. For me it is true. But some students, if I tell maths, oh irritating, they'll tell. So it's opinion. For someone maths is interesting, for someone biology is interesting. So for someone maths may not be interesting. So maths is an interesting subject. Here this word is opinion. It's one's opinion. One's opinion cannot be a statement. It is true for some people and the same thing is false for some people. So what I can say, maths is an interesting subject is not a statement, is not a proposition in maths. It's a statement in English, but it's not a proposition. It's not a proposition. Not a proposition means what? It's because it's opinion. And if I say, are you coming tomorrow? This is not a proposition because it's a question. Questions are not propositions. Opinions are not propositions. If I tell rose is a beautiful flower, someone will come and tell it is true. The others will say no, it is not. So rose is a beautiful flower is my opinion. For someone jasmine may be beautiful. So what I mean to say is simple. The opinions are not propositions. You know what is not a proposition? Other than that, now I hope all of you are thorough with what is proposition, what is not a proposition. Proposition means a statement which is either true or false but not both. Not a proposition means suggestions, opinions, means where we cannot decide whether it is true or false universally. So that's why we say statements which are not universally accepted as true or false, they are not propositions. And simply, if you remember this, opinions, suggestions, exclamations, questions, these are not propositions. Then we go for the next important concept, truth value. So right now I told 8 is divisible by 3. It is false, I told. Means when I give a statement, you can decide its truth or falsity. That is truth value. Truth value andre ಏನು? Truth or falsity of a statement na ನಾವು truth value ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Truth or falsity of a statement is called as its truth value. Every proposition will have its own truth value. So truth or falsity of a given proposition or given statement is called as its truth value. Now for example, I will take 9 is an even number. All of you know 9 is an even number is false. So this statement is false. So its truth value is f. Means when I give proposition, you should be able to decide whether it is true or false. If it is true, we symbolize it using capital T. If it is false, we symbolize it using capital F. T and F, these are called as truth values. So truth or falsity of a given statement is called as its truth value. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅದು ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದರ ಟ್ರೂತ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದರ ಟ್ರೂತ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಫಾಲ್ಸಿಟಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 5 is an odd number. 5 is an odd number is true, all of you know. So 5 is an odd number is true, its truth value is T. I hope all of you understood truth value. Now we have done 3 things. Proposition, a statement which is either true or false but not both, not a proposition. So suggestions, opinions, questions, these are not propositions. Then truth value, for every proposition it will have its own truth value. Truth value means what? Truth or falsity of a statement. What is truth value? Truth or falsity of a statement. If it is true, we symbolize by letter T. If it is false, we symbolize by letter F. Going ahead, so we'll study important concept called compound proposition. Now I'll discuss what is a compound proposition. Compound proposition, two or more simple propositions, will combine them using connectives to form a compound proposition. We say this. So a compound proposition is obtained by combining two or more simple propositions. We'll take two or more simple propositions, we'll combine them to form a compound proposition. For example, I'll take 10 is an even number. 10 is an even number. You know, this is a proposition, its truth value is true. It is divisible by 2. 10 is an even number, it is divisible by 2. Here I wrote 2 simple propositions. Now if I connect them using a connective AND, now it became one compound proposition. 10 is an even number and it is divisible by 2. So I combine 2 simple propositions using a connective called AND. Here this is called as connective. Now whatever the statement I got is compound proposition. What is compound proposition? A compound proposition is one which is obtained by combining 2 or more simple propositions using connectives. I use a connective called AND. 10 is an even number and it is divisible by 2. Now we'll go ahead with the other important concept called connectives. So in this we have a concept called connectives. Now I'll focus on this concept called connectives. In today's chapter, mathematical logic, we are using 4 connectives. Totally we have 4 connectives. We make use of the 4 connectives to form compound propositions. What are the 4 connectives? The very first connective is AND. The second one OR. Third one if then. Fourth one if and only if. So and suppose P and Q. I am combining 2 simple propositions P and Q. P or Q. If P then Q. If P then Q. P if and only if Q. P if and only if Q. IFF stands for short form of if and only if. So now 4 connectives. The first connective is AND, second connective is OR, third connective is if P then Q, the fourth if and only if. So one by one we'll study the connectives. How many connectives we have? Exactly 4. The first one is AND, second one OR, third one if P then Q, fourth one P if and only if Q. So now we go ahead with each connective. We'll study each connective and the definitions. Moving forward, now we'll go to the compound proposition called conjunction. I told connectives we need to study. The first connective is AND. In order to study, we have to know conjunction definition. What is conjunction? See, conjunction is a compound proposition. I'll take two simple propositions. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. P comma Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition P and Q. The compound proposition P and Q is called as conjunction. When you combine P, Q with connective AND, we will get a compound proposition that P and Q is called as conjunction. So, define conjunction. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition P and Q is called as conjunction, and it is denoted like this, P and Q. This is read as P and Q. Now if I ask you to read this R S, how to read this? This is read as R and S. This is read as R and S. Coming to the next concept, truth table for this. I told you the name of the chapter is mathematical logic. Now we'll come to the logic. See, to build the truth table or to construct the truth table, first we should know the logic of AND operation. So now I'll focus on logic of AND operation. Logic is simple. Before I construct the truth table, I'll tell the logic. Logic is simple. If any one statement is false, result is false. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆದರೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಐ ಟಾಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಜಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಟೂ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ P, Q, P and Q. I have taken P, Q, P and Q. Coming to this, what are the possibilities? So P is a proposition, so it may be true, this may be true. First one true, second one true, or first one may be true and second one may be false. First one may be false and second one may be true, or both may be false. These are the possible combinations. When I give you two propositions, what are the possible combinations? So you can take both true, or you can take any first one true, second one false, or you can take first one false, second one true, or both false. Now logic is, if any one is false, result is false. Here both are true, so P and Q is true. Here one is false, so result is false. Here one is false, so result is false. Here both are false, so result is false. So what is the logic of AND operation? If any one statement is false, result is false. To make you understand better, I'll present it in my next slide, that is truth table. What is conjunction? Let P comma Q be two simple proposition. The compound proposition P and Q is called as conjunction, and it is denoted as P and Q. Now truth table for this is simple. This is the truth table. I told the logic. What is the logic? If any one statement is false in AND operation, so we read this as P and Q. How to read this? P and Q. And what is the logic? If any one statement is false, result is also false. See here, P, Q, both are true, so result is true. Here P, Q, P is true, Q is false, so any one is false, your result has to be false, so result is also false. Here out of these two, the first one is false, so result is false. And here both are false, so again result is what? False. So what is the logic? If any one statement in AND operation is false, then the result is false. Simple example, results of second PUC. You have economics, accountancy, basic maths, English, language, 6 subjects you have. If you fail in any one subject, then your result is fail. If you fail in 2 subjects, again it is fail. If you want to pass, then every subject you should clear. So means, if any one statement is false, the result is false. So what is the logic of AND operation? If any one statement is false, then result is also false. So I hope I'm clear with conjunction. What is conjunction? Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition P and Q is called as conjunction. What is the logic of conjunction? If any one statement is false, then result is false. What are the possibilities? True, true is true, true, false is false, false, true is false, and false, false is also false. So, this truth table, you should be thorough. So, when I ask you the truth table, if you are thorough with the logic of truth table, then only you can solve the problems. So, before I start the problems, question Q&A session, I'll ask you to construct the table, truth table. Once you are done, then we can go ahead. What is the logic? If any one result is false, then if any one statement is false, then the result is false. Then we go to the next statement called disjunction. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition P R Q is called as disjunction. The compound proposition P R Q is called as disjunction, and it is denoted as P R Q. This is read as P R Q. If I write M V S, this is read as M R S. And this compound proposition is disjunction. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition P R Q is called as disjunction, P R Q. Now, we will go ahead with the truth table. So, again, to learn the truth table, so you know what are the possible combinations you can take. So, the possible combinations we can take is, I can take P, I can take Q, I can take P R Q. What are the possibilities? This may be true, true, or first one may be true and second one may be false, or first one may be false and second one may be true, or both may be false. Logic is simple, opposite to that of the conjunction. Illi logic tumba simple. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೂ ಆದರೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಎನಿ ಒನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ. Can't you hold this logic? If I give many statements, I give two statements PQ and I want PRQ. Logic is what? If any one is true, result is true. So, here both are true, so result is true. Here one is true, so result has to be true. Here out of F1 T, one is true, result is true. Here both are false, that's why result is false. So, only here it is false because both are false. What is the logic? If any one statement is false, then if any one statement is true, result is true. Disjunction, if any one statement is true, result is true. That is disjunction. Now, I will present the slide for truth table. So, disjunction truth table, PQ, how to read this? PRQ. So, if both are true, result is true. Here, any one statement is false, any one statement is true, result is true. So, out of these two, first one is true, that's why your result is also true. Here, out of these two, one is true, that's why result is true. Here, both are failed, both are false, that's why result is false. So, I hope you are thorough with the truth table. So, just observe this: true, true is true, true, false is true, false, true is also true, but only false, false becomes false. What is the logic? If any one statement is true, result is true. Logic is what? If any one statement is true, result is true. ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಆದರೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ನ ಟ್ರೂ ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು. ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಟ್ರೂನು ಪಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಕ್ಯೂ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬರೀ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಟ್ರೂ ಆದರೆ ಸಾಕು, ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗಿಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸಿಚುವೇಷನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ದೇ ಲಾಸ್ಕ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆಧಾರ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದಿದ್ರೂ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ದ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. So, if any one is true, result is true. That is the logic I can say. Many situations in daily life will apply this. So, you know how to read this. This is PRQ. What is the logic of this? If any one statement is true, result is true. Now, we go first. So, now we studied what is conjunction, what is disjunction. Conjunction andre eno, let P comma Q be two simple propositions. P and Q is conjunction. What is disjunction? Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. P R Q is called as disjunction. And P R Q, this is a symbol for PRQ. Then we will go ahead with conditional. So, the next concept we study is conditional. What is conditional? Other name for conditional is implication. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. Nodi, idella compound propositions. Now, I am talking about compound proposition. Initially, I told you what is compound proposition. two or more simple propositions will combine to form compound proposition. That's why I should start every statement with by taking two simple propositions. So let P and Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition if P then Q, the compound proposition if P then Q is called as conditional, and it is denoted as P implies Q, and it is read as if P then Q. So if I write R implies S, this is read as if R then S. We read this as what? If R then S. So now you know what is conditional. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition if P then Q is called as conditional. So it is denoted as P implies Q. If P then Q na now conditional anta kariteve. Then we will study the truth table. So now it is very important, when I write P implies Q, the first statement we call it as antecedent, and the second statement we call it as consequent. First statement in implies is antecedent, second one is consequent. And how to read this? P implies Q is read as if P then Q. We read this as if P then Q. So now if P then Q is called as conditional and logic for the truth table. Logic is interesting. First one is true, second one is false, then result is false. I'll repeat. First one true ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, second one false ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ಆವಾಗ result false ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸಸಲ್ಲೂ true ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now coming to the concept. So truth table. So true is true. True false. See, first one is true and second one is false, so result is false. Remaining all other cases it is true. False implies true. First one false ಆಗಿ second one true ಆದರೂ ಟ್ರೂನೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡು false ಆದರೂ ಟ್ರೂನೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So conclusion is simple. So first one true, second one false, result is false. And remaining all the other cases it is true. ನೋಡಿ ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಟ್ರೂ ಇದ್ದು ಎರಡನೇದು ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಸಸಲ್ಲೂ ಇದು ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Now we go for biconditional. I'll repeat the logic. If first one is true and second one is false, then the result is false, otherwise it is true. Now the last is biconditional. Let P comma Q be two simple propositions. The compound proposition P if and only if Q. The compound proposition P if and only if Q is called as biconditional. So it is symbolized as P by implies Q. Now the word itself says biconditional. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಜಿಕ್ ಇಷ್ಟೇ, ಇಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ. ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೋಡಿ ಪಿ ಕ್ಯೂ, ಪಿ ಬೈ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಹೌ ಟು ರೀಡ್ ದಿಸ್? ಪಿ ಇಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಕ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್? ಎರಡು ಟ್ರೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಟ್ರೂ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್, ಆರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಟ್ರೂ, ಆರ್ ಬೋತ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್. ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್. ಸೊ ಬೈ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಸ್. ಇನ್ ಬೈ ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಸೇ? In by implies what is the logic? If both are same, result is true. Here true, so result is true. True false, both are different, that's why result is false. Here false true, result is false. But here both are false, again true. Very interesting. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್ ದೆನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಟ್ರೂ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ದ truth table for biconditional. What is the logic for biconditional? If both are same, result is true. So both are true, so result is true. Here both are false, ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ, ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್, ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಟ್ರೂ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್. If both are different, result will be false. If both are same, result will be true. This is biconditional. So now we are done with what is called as mathematical logic basics, that is 4 truth tables. I taught you and, or, if then, if and only if. And means conjunction, or means disjunction, if then means P implies Q, conditional, and by implies are biconditional, P if and only if Q. So let me summarize and conclude the class. And andre, if any one statement is false, result is false, or if any one statement is true, result is true. If then first statement is true, second statement is false, result is false. Biconditional, if both are same, result is true. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಸೇಮ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಟ್ರೂ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಫಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್, ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಪ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಡೆಫಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಟ್ ದ ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್, ಆರ್, ಇಫ್ then you can do it. Thanks for attending the sessions. I'll see you in my next session. Thank you.